First of all, guys, if you are looking to get any FIFA coins, check out U7 Buy. They're giving away 10 million coins and some of you may even get 14% off. Just make sure to use code RECALL when you purchase to enter in and get your extra 5% off. What is going on, guys? If you are new around here, make sure to drop a like down below. And of course, subscribe if you are new. We are on our way to 8K and then we do have that big 10K that we should be hitting very, very soon. Of course, you guys know we're giving away a PS5, one of the new Xboxes, an iArmor 37-inch monitor, 4,200 FIFA points and a copy of FIFA 22. So it is an Xbox or a PS5, but there's 4 giveaways there. If you do want to be in for a chance of winning, you're going to have to subscribe with notifications on, and I will have the details for that very, very soon. But of course, without further ado, we're going to get into some sniping. If you do want to join the Discord, drop me a message on Instagram, and let's get into it. So guys, first of all, we're going to be looking at the wonderful Chelsea and we're going to be sniping players. Let's have a look what we're doing if it's gold or gold rare. You can see the gold players. You got Mendy, Abraham, you got a few players there. It does actually look like a K might be the point for all players there. So let's have a look at around 900. So it looks like their non-rares are a little bit lower value. So what we're going to do in order to get this filter a little bit more spenny, we're going to pop it over to midfielder, see what that looks like for regular gold, and see where the cheapest we can get one. So you're looking at around 1.8, 1.6. So let's have a look at what we can do here. So 1.6 there. It looks like let's have a look. 1.4. Okay, so it looks like we're selling on for 1.6. That 1.4 actually would have been quite a good snipe there. We'll just have a look if there's many at 1.6. Of course, if there's not, we can probably sell a little higher. So I reckon we can probably sell at 1.7, meaning we can pick up at 1.5 and below. So 1.5 there, straight off the bat, very easy. Of course, EA tax on 1.7 is, off the top of my head, I think it's 85 coins. I think I've got that right. I might be getting that wrong, but I know it's below 100, which is why we can sell these on at 1.7 and still make profit. Of course, if you can pick them up for less than 1.5, that is ideal. The cheaper, the better. Of course, we do want to be making all them coins. So we're going to have a look at 1.5 and just snipe from there. Hopefully, we get a couple decent deals. Of course, Mount isn't the only player, but he is the one you're going to pick up the most. Of course, we'll have a look at the end. We'll take off the price filter and just see who else we can get there. We've got one more Mount there. He does seem like he's going to be the most common, but if you can get anyone else, you're going to be making an absolute ton. So it is it's one of those filters where you're mainly looking for good mount snipes, but if you find anyone else at 1.5, it's bags. So it's obviously an easy one there to do. So see if we get one more. Can we get a little bit of a better pricing on either of these guys? 1.4, we're going to miss it now. Oh, we didn't miss it. We got 2 of them and we didn't miss it. To be fair, considering we've been on the filter for like less than a minute or less than 2 minutes, we've bagged a few cards there. So it's not a bad filter at all. It looks like we might be making a bit of money there. Let's have a look. So whack that one up at 1.7 as well. What do you guys think so far of the what if promo? I think it's a very interesting thing. I do think that over the years EA are just going to keep getting more creative with the promos. I do think they're taking a step in the right direction. It seems good. A lot of the cards are inaccessible to a lot of players, but they do have a few that are. They've got an objectives player, I believe. You've got the Rapina SBC, which is expensive, but all it takes for him to get upgraded is 6 goals over 6 games or 5 games, and Leeds are the all-out attack of the Prem. So, I mean, it's very, very likely that he'll actually get that upgrade. And I think it's a very interesting promo. Let me know what you guys think of it. I'd love to get the Kante. That would probably make my week. But I mean, it's a very good promo. I personally, I'm quite a fan of it. What I do want to say, guys, is of course we're doing again. We're going to be looking. I'm just going to show you guys who else we got there. So you can obviously pick up Mount, Jorginho, Ziyech, Kovacic. They're the ones who are likely. Maybe a Havertz. Kante's realistically never going to come up. I don't think his price range even allows it. But we're going to be looking at Manchester United for this next filter here. So we are looking there. Let's have a look at what we're looking at for the prices of these guys. We might not need the filter for midfielder, so we're just going to check what we're looking at for regular gold cards at a K. So you've obviously got McTominay, Romero, Henderson, all these guys. They're all very easily pickable for quite a low value. Let's have a look. Midfielders, they're pretty stacked in cheap midfielders. We got forwards, they're pretty stacked in. Okay, so forwards is the way to go for United. Let's have a look where they're actually sitting. Case 800. I mean, in theory, wait, where are these guys mostly positioned? Let's have a look at that before we start picking it up. He's realistically a right mid, which is why he's there. So actually, it looks like maybe defenders might be the way to go with United. Or, yeah, so gold rare and defenders is the way to go with these guys. Let's have a look. So gold rare defenders, you got Lindelof. You're going to have a few other players, but the main one you're going to be picking up is going to be the young Lindelof. So you got these guys here. A Shaw for 900 is a steal. That'll easily sell for 1.2. Having Shaw in there is probably going to bump up the profits here quite a bit, especially because he is a left back. He obviously is an English left back. Does push up the price a little bit. Just makes it a little bit easier to make some coins on this one here. So we're going to have a look. Are all of these like 59th? They are all 59th and 53rd. So pretty easy to tell that these are all going to sell on. You can see these Luke Shaws are coming up as well. I'd say realistically, snipe at 950 and sell on for 1.1. All of these cards will sell on at 1.1. Very clearly, there isn't many at a K anyway. You could probably sell them on at a K quite quickly, but 1.1 might take an extra 10 minutes maybe max. So you're easily going to get the profit on these guys. I'm not really seeing why my thing keeps going down to the next bit there, but hopefully it will stop doing that because it keeps bugging out the sniping a little bit there. What we are going to do is in the middle of the video rather than at the end, we're going to do the player of the day. I feel like that's probably the best way to get more of you to see it. And the player of the day is just going to be a player which I think you guys will benefit from sniping from specifically. And if you guys can get a good snipe on him and you send it in, I'll feature it in a video. So there is that, like tomorrow, if we have any entries for it, I'll show you guys the best entry for the player of the day. So if you guys want to enter into that, all you got to do is send me a DM on Instagram or Twitter with your player of the day entry. So it's got to be the player that we pick, and you've just got to snipe him at a good value. So that's basically just a way to get you guys a little bit more involved, a little bit more fun with the series, make the videos a little bit longer as well, give you a bit more content. We're going to see if we can get one more. We'll say 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1, and then we're going to move on to the player of the day, and we are going to pick off the top of my head, who are we actually looking at? Right, I remember the one. And you can do this guy as part of another filter, of course, the Portuguese right back for the Premier League, but this guy on his own is an absolute beauty. And the reason I'm picking these, I think you guys may notice, I'm using quite a few players from my team purely because I do love the guys. I think him and Douglas Costa are just absolute beauties. And we're looking at, realistically, an easy sell on at around 5.8 for this guy. So EA tax on 5.8, 580 half, be 290. So we'll say realistically pick up at 5.4 and below, just to make ourselves a little bit of extra profit there. If we can get any lower, that would be ideal. We're just looking for the one snipe, and we've got 4.6. Oh, we've fluffed it. We've fluffed it. We've absolutely fluffed it. We're going to search for one more, and then we're going to move on to the next two filters, but we have absolutely fluffed that one. I'm absolutely fuming. That is a poor show from us. We're going to say 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So if you guys can get any good snipe on him, so at least 500 coins profit is what we're looking for, guys, make sure to send it in and I'll feature that in the next video. And obviously I'll leave your app below, a little bit of a shout out as well there for you guys. We're actually looking at, I believe, it's not Athletic Club, they've just got the similar badge, it is Sevilla for the next one, and we will be looking, let's have a look at what their golds are. I'm thinking that the Liga Santander clubs are actually going to be cheaper than the Premier League ones by quite a way. So these guys in gold are looking quite easy to pick up. We've got gold rares at CDM. What's the defenders looking like? Because we're just going to have to find a position where there is a scarce amount. So even defenders, they're pretty packed. Oh, was that guy? Okay, so that guy's at defense. Not really hitting very well. I mean, let's have a look at what the centre backs are looking at. Okay, so Rekic there. He is a snipe, so I'm hoping that means the centre backs are the ones we should be sniping for this filter here. Let's have a look at what we get. Around 1.1. So what we're just going to see is how much these centre backs are going for. Obviously you can see me, I am going for each method just to see which works best. You can see here 1.2, realistically he's an easy sell on at 1.3. I think we probably undercut the sell on there a little bit, and there are other centre backs I believe for this club. Let's just have a look if we take the price cap off who you can find. You got Rekic, you got Diego Carlos, you got Sergio Gomez, so there's a few guys there, so we can definitely make some profit here. At 1.2 you want to be sniping at 1k, and I believe we can probably get a few of these, so I think this might actually be quite a good little filter here. And then we'll move on to the final one, and then that will be all for me, guys. I'm sure you guys are going to miss me, but we've got to keep the videos as short, well, I say as short as possible. We're keeping around 13-14 minutes at the minute. I hope you guys are appreciating it. A little bit of a longer content, but we try to keep the methods short so we don't spend too much time on each one. Otherwise, you guys will get bored. It does look like maybe we ain't even going to get another card here. Let's have a look It's unfortunate that 2 people have decided they want to ruin the compare price method by putting cards up for so long. We're going to go at 1.1, and if we get a card at 1.1, we can do a little bit of compare price. I'm going to do another 10 seconds maybe, and then we're going to move on to the final filter there. It does seem like we're getting finessed a little bit here. We got one really good Rekic, and now we just haven't managed to find one. Come on, we've got to find one at some point. There's got to be one there. 5, 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2. Right, we're going to have to just call it a day before I get kicked off the servers, realistically. We're now going to be looking at the wonderful Barcelona, and we're going to see how much these guys are going for. So golds are going for, I mean, gold rares are going for that low. That is ridiculous. Barcelona has fell off on FIFA. Let's have a look at what we got for the defenders there. Gold rare, very, very cheap. Have we got any midfielders? Is the Barcelona filter useless now? What the hell? No way. Right, let's have a look if it is, because this is mad if it is. I'm very shocked. 850. 850, you've got a few there, so you can do that 850 midfielder. He will work. Let's have a look at what we got for the forwards here. Forwards is an absolute L, so we're going to have to look at midfielders for Barcelona. We're going to see at 750 what we got that one there. Easy sell on at 900, so that's not too bad. What we're going to do is at 900 the EA tax is 45 coins, so let's have a look. We can snipe him at, so yeah, 750 is pretty much the lowest we can snipe him at, really, if we're selling him on for 900. So we're just going to have to pop him out, get a few of these, and hopefully make a bit of profit. You can see marquee matchups does not have the same effect it used to on the market. Even if we go gold rare for midfielder, what we're looking at for the prices there, maybe that might be a better way to go, because the Barcelona midfielders are not too cheap. Let's have a look. 2.2. You got Ansu Fati's there. The unfortunate thing is people are doing the transferring cards, so it just means that we can't really do that filter because Fati isn't a midfielder, so it's not ideal. Well, he is obviously he's a winger, but you can switch him to midfield to finesse the system there. Let's have a look. Has any popped up? None at 700. Let's have a look. None at 750 as well. Just going to see if we can get one more before the end of the video. I don't want to leave you guys high and dry there. Let's have a look. And 3, 2, 1. We're going to call it a day there, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure to drop a like down below, and I'll see you tomorrow.